Hello, I'm Susie Kitchens, British Consul General to New England. I'm really looking forward to seeing the highlights of the Going for Gold competition, and I hope you'll enjoy it too.
This is not your parents' consulate. We have changed our mission. We no longer do visas and passports and don't do too much consular services, so we don't give people a get-out-of-jail-free card. We are very much focused on business development, and in the Boston, Cambridge area that really means innovation and entrepreneurship. So it's not official cables about foreign policy, it's reports on what is going on in this hub of entrepreneurship here in the Boston area. I have a really creative UK trade and investment team here, and when they came up with the idea of this Going for Gold competition, it was clearly a winner.
We launched the Go for Gold program to really try and draw some new and innovative companies into the UK trade investment portfolio, to showcase the UK to companies maybe that haven't thought about us before. You know that UK trade investment works in clean tech and financial services and big life sciences cluster here. So we wanted to try and find some categories that would be across all of those sectors.
Kirsten's team came up with this idea of a business plan competition. Partnering with Virgin Atlantic, the winners would be sent to Britain to take their ideas there.
So I'm Dave Houston, and I'm a Vice Consul with UK Trade and Investment here in Boston, and my role is to support technology companies, primarily here in the New England area, as they look to expand to the UK.
My name is Anne Avedon, and I'm the sector lead for healthcare at UK Trade and Investment, and my job is to work with UK companies looking at US healthcare market entry, as well as US investors that are looking to navigate their way through Britain's National Health Service.
One of the things we try to do is it's not so much as attracting people to Cambridge, but making connections where our people can go to make them more successful.
What I don't think we quite realised was how much interest there would be and just how many budding entrepreneurs there are in the Boston area. So unfortunately, we could only choose 3 winners, but we could work with all of those who submitted such great business plans as to why they should be going to the United Kingdom. And it was a great plan, but it ended up delivering even more than we could possibly have imagined. The great thing with the competition and launching it at the State House is that Governor Patrick was there with 300 representatives of the British American business community, so we reached a lot of people with our launch. With Virgin Atlantic, we had 3 winning places in 3 different sectors.
So as far as Go for Gold, we were really excited to run this competition. We thought it was an awesome opportunity to connect some of the Boston area's most innovative companies with the UK. We're seeing now in particular that companies can go global at a very early stage in their development, and in particular, you know, a lot of companies in this area are well funded and they have a lot of support behind them, but they don't always have the right advice or the right resources to take advantage of international opportunities. And the competition was really a great way for us to expose companies to that opportunity early on, and provide the right advice and resources to take advantage of that. What we also point out to companies all the time is that London isn't just, London and the UK are not just a market in and of themselves, but they allow companies opportunity to, you know, investors from the Middle East and Asia who don't spend time in the US, but might spend a lot of time in the UK, and it's a great kind of conduit to those other markets.
There was actually quite a scientific and rigorous process regarding, because we had a significant number of applications and we needed to establish some objective criteria. So there were a number of merits in terms of, you know, the strength of the business plan, the real match with the UK culture, etc., etc. And so there was a grading score. There was an independent panel of evaluators.
Well, welcome everyone, and thanks so much for coming in. The Go for Gold process has been really exciting, and we're grateful that you can take the time to come and help us judge these amazing companies. The process today is we're going to go through these videos, watch them all, put our rankings on this sheet, and at the end we will have a discussion about who we think is the most appropriate winner. So as we go through these, remember that we have 3 categories. We have innovation in design, innovation in service provision, and innovation in technology. So at the end, after we've had our discussion, we want to come up with a short list of 3 companies in each of those categories, from which we will choose 1 winner, and that's all going to happen before we leave this room today. So we are locked in, until we have done that process.
It was always a challenge trying to reach the university systems in the UK versus the US because they are subtly different. I think companies need to be aware of that.
So that's actually something they're going to need a lot of help with.
I think they're going to need a bit of hand holding on that one, yes.
But are they a little early though, you know, because looking at the application form, you know, I just kind of wonder, they've got a great idea, but is it premature for the UK market, or do you think that the timing is right?
Timing could be right, just they probably need to be selective on who they're going to work with. I think possibly is a way to look at it.
For one company, it may be just that they're about to hit the ground, and what they needed was an ability to get around the country, some basic introductions, and they'd be good to go. But then we recognise that some other companies, some of the other winners, they may need the free flights, they may need a lot of on-the-ground counselling and help and being shown around and lots of introductions. And then for others, we knew that they want to just make a big media splash.
I like that on the application, also states that the company had never actually been to the UK.
Yeah.
So I think this opportunity would be great in so many cultural senses for them because, although they're, very heavily backed, like VC funded, and they have such a good marketing plan, I feel like, having an exposure to the UK would not only be an opportunity, for them, whether or not they win this competition.
I had first come across patients like me by actually listening to Jamie speak at one of the many conferences that he participates in, and I was in the audience and was very impressed listening to this company and had thought to myself, patients like me represents the kind of company that should be in the UK because they're innovative, they're forward-looking, they're transformative. When the competition Go for Gold actually was conceived, they completed the application form, and the timing was perfect because one of the key anchors of this policy was around making every patient a research patient and making the data within the NHS available, and just the synergies and the timing and the synchronicity and alignment.
We were aware of Evertrue since Techstars demo day in 2011, I believe it was, where they were one of the finalists in the very exclusive Techstars competition, and it was at that time that we connected with them and wanted to make them aware of the opportunity to apply for Go for Gold because we felt it was sort of obvious that they had a product which would be relevant for the UK market, and their product can help revolutionize the way that US and UK universities raise funds through their alumni and donors.